And welcome to the world of Batman Arkham Knight. Rocksteady brings Batman back in this epic final chapter, but how does it compare to its predecessors, and indeed does the open world layout benefit or hurt this beloved game series? I'll see what Scarecrow has to say.
You are the product of everything you fear. Violence, darkness, helplessness. All that remains is for you to watch as I drag your beloved Gotham into oblivion.
So the story begins with the cremation of the Joker, and without the maniac's criminal presence, things in Gotham have become safer and better for all of his citizens. Indeed, this peace has lasted a whole 9 months. However, behind the scenes, Scarecrow's formed an alliance with many like-minded villains such as Penguin, Harley Quinn and Two-Face to begin a campaign to take over the city. Scarecrow decides to enact his plan and unleash his fear toxin into a Gotham restaurant. He then demands that the citizens of Gotham evacuate before he pollutes the entire city. Thus, the peace that Gotham enjoys shatters, and what Batman is left with is a city full of criminals and the mysterious Arkham Knight. There's quite a few neat twists and turns, although if you're a Batman fan, you'll probably see the plot twists coming before they're declared in the story. Still, it's a fun ride with a lot of content to keep you coming back for more.
How do you plan on getting the car onto the roof?
I'll improvise.
Unlike previous titles, Arkham Knight is designed to be an open world game, and boy does it deliver. If you're not roaming the streets or driving around in your Batmobile, you're flying through the air at high speeds, which is so much fun. The fight mechanics have been tweaked and improved, and enemy AI has gotten better, making combat way more energetic and dynamic. And let's look at the new Batmobile. It's got 2 modes that you can switch between at a press of a button: Battle Mode and Pursuit Mode. Pursuit serves as a standard mode when getting through Gotham's fairly large open world, and the Battle Mode transforms the Batmobile into the equivalent of a tank, granting access to missiles and guns to deal with enemy vehicles. It's useful in combat as well, as the car can be remotely accessed. Although it can be sometimes awkward getting around some corners here and there, and solving puzzles with it can be quite tedious, overall the Batmobile is a great addition to the game and allows you to switch between driving, shooting and roaming around on foot and in the air seamlessly. Along with the story mode that will take you about 20 hours to complete, there's loads of side missions to go through, and the vast majority are worth your time. Some chase segments and fetch quests can be quite tedious, however. Still, the open world layout really expands Gotham like never before. It's so awesome being able to explore the many great landmarks of the Batman universe freely.
What are you doing here?
The graphics are a step up from previous Batman titles, but nothing revolutionary. Model quality and textures are fantastic, although some close-ups of textures aren't always high quality. Mostly the game will run fine unless you're attempting to play this on the PC. The PC version is currently being dealt with by the developers, but there has been a ton of problems for many players with the PC port, with frame rate drops, a 30 FPS cap, although this can be edited to 60 in the files, and quite a few crashes when playing. If you're going to be buying this game, get it on the console. Stay clear of the PC version for some time until they get it sorted, unless you have a really good computer. As for the console versions, the game runs really well, with barely any issues at all. The music is good and fits the game well, suiting its theme of a dark and corrupted city. This is accompanied by excellent ambience and sound effects. There's nothing like hearing the roar of the Batman's engine or the whooshing of Batman's cape as you roam Gotham. But what this game delivers the best on is the voice acting. We've got Tara Strong, Troy Baker, Nolan North, Crispin Freeman, and so much more talent behind these characters. Kevin Conroy returns as Batman, and even Mark Hamill lends his voice for a little of the Joker. And let's not forget the wonderful John Noble as the terrifying Scarecrow.
Nature always wins.
Ultimately, Batman Arkham Knight is an absolutely awesome game. It's so much fun just simply flying around Gotham City's buildings or driving along its streets as you play through the many story missions and side quests. Combat is fierce and fresh, and the use of the Batmobile is really ever annoying. Indeed, this game is just a fun time all around. But I do want to point out some pre-order issues and the hefty price tag of the Season Pass. If you were to buy the game on Steam, the Season Pass is nearly the same price of the actual game, which unless you're getting a similar amount of gameplay, isn't really worth that much. much. And as for pre-order issues, the Harley Quinn DLC has been inaccessible for many PC users. For the console versions of the game, I give Batman Arkham Knight a 9 out of 10. It definitely deserves it. But for the PC version that is currently in really bad shape, I have to give it a low 6 out of 10. The PC version has been temporarily pulled, so when it comes back, hopefully they'll have it running to the standard expected. Last time I asked, what is your favorite RPG character lead? And the best comment is... And now a question for next time. Who is your favorite Batman villain? The best answer will be featured in the next review.